you want to become a streamer, but you don't know where to start? You found your way to the right channel. What's up, you guys? It's Icy Winter and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you some advice on how to start your streaming journey. Streaming is not only awesome, but it also gives you the chance to build a community that stands behind you 10 toes down. And even better, it also gives you the chance to make those coins. So sit back, grab a seat, and welcome to Icy's class, Streaming 101. First things first, you have to choose your platform. You can't be a streamer if you don't have anywhere to stream. Hello? There are so many different streaming platforms out there, such as Twitch, Kick, TikTok, YouTube, etc., etc. But for today's video purpose, we're just gonna focus mainly on Twitch, just because it's one of the biggest streaming platforms right now, and that's one of the platforms that brings in the most viewers. So get up, get on that phone, get on that console, get on that PC, and take the first step and make that Twitch account. Speaking of phone, PC, and console, that brings me to number 2, your equipment. We can't stream without equipment, unless you just plan on like doing a live stream for like your dog. But if you want to get it out to people, you need equipment. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of major streamers do use PCs to stream. I'm so sorry to those console players. Not saying that you can't become a big streamer, don't take it as that, and don't be discouraged. Everybody starts at their own pace. But to get a jump head start, my recommendation is definitely PC. And not even saying that you have to get like a super high powered $2,000 PC. There's so many great options that you could typically find in like the $500 to $1,000 area. It is gonna cost a little bit of a nice penny, I will say that. Now, boom, you have your PC, you have your console. This next option is truly up to you. If you choose to be a no cam streamer, that is 100% okay. If you choose to be a cam streamer, now you have to take that extra step in making sure you get you a good quality camera, because there's no way the viewers want to see this. What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to be gaming. I hope you guys are here to enjoy this stream. This is so much fun. I'm glad you guys are here with me. Now, let's get into this stream. I already clicked away. I don't even know what that person is streaming. I clicked away. One of the most important things, though, that you do not want to forget is a microphone. Hello, check, check. Is this thing on? How are we gonna know what's going on if you don't have a microphone to tell us what's going on? I have a Shure mic, which runs about a good $170 on Amazon, but I didn't start there. When I first started my streaming career, I literally bought the most simplest microphone off Amazon. It was about $15. It got the job done, okay? So like we said, we're getting started on our journey. We're not just trying to jump in and be this major streamer by tomorrow. We have to build our way up. So if you do have to take that step and, get a lower quality level mic, you can do that. There's also some softwares that you can download where you can kind of play with your mic sound, and you could make it sound a million times better than just, like the regular quality. So we've created our Twitch account. We have our equipment ready, but how are we going to push this out to other people? That's where the software comes into play. So 2 of the major softwares we have is OBS and Streamlabs. So I will say Streamlabs is a little bit more on the easier side for beginners, because they do give you those tutorials. They give you kind of already pre-made overlays and everything, whereas OBS, you're going to be doing everything yourself. Once you learn how to use OBS, you're not going to anything else. I'm also going to be dropping another video real soon on how to navigate OBS, just because it is one of my favorite softwares to use for stream. And a lot of people do have a lot of questions on how to work that system. So that'll be coming soon. Now we need to focus on setting up the stream. This is when your stream overlays come in, your bit rate, your resolution. I know. It sounds like a lot, but it is all super important. You need to make sure that before you start streaming, you go into the software and you optimize your bitrate and your resolution, because that is what your viewers are going to see. You want to make sure that they are getting the best quality out of your stream, because if your stream's laggy, if your stream is a little pixelated, it can get a little hard to watch. So that is very important that you make sure you do that before you press that go live button. There's so many great websites as well that will let you know the exact bitrate and resolution you can put out to your stream based on your internet speed. So I will make sure to link some of those below. Another thing that you want to make sure is set up is your stream overlays and your alerts. When someone follows you, if they gift you something, it just makes people feel good to hear like, somebody just followed. You want to make sure you have some fun alerts that'll keep your audience engaged. Your stream overlay just pretty much gives them something to look at. So like I said, Streamlabs provides you with some stream overlays if you want to go that route. But also Etsy is a great source on finding so many overlays. I actually create overlays myself and I will have that linked below. But yeah, overlays definitely keep the audience engaged. It gives them something to look at aside from the gameplay, of course. So now that we have all of that set up, we need to focus on our niche and our content strategy. All that simply means is, who are we? What are we going to give the people? Are we doing gaming? Are we doing reactions? Are we doing just chatting? Are we doing cooking? Are we doing music? Like, there's so much you can do on Twitch. You can easily become a variety streamer, or you can just be that streamer that focuses on one thing. It's up to you, but you want to make sure you find something that matches with your personality and kind of makes you unique. For example, say you're going to be over here like playing Fortnite. What makes you different from all the other Fortnite players? Why should I not click on their stream but click over to your stream? Simple as that. You just want to make sure that you stand out. Also, something that I really want to pinpoint is being consistent. I know it can kind of be tough for those of us who have jobs, those of us who have children, those of us who have pets, because I have a dog and she has kind of taken over my life a little bit, but I know it can get overwhelming. So if you're able to figure out a consistent schedule that works with your real life schedule as well, that could be very, very helpful, because then people will know exactly when to tune into your streams. They will know, like, let me make sure I'm free at this time so that I can watch my favorite streamer. Consistency is important. And after streaming enough and being consistent, you'll be able to read your analytics. They're very, very in detail. So you definitely use that to your advantage to help grow that channel, okay? Boom, you press the live button, you're live. Whoa. Okay, so we're not gonna have that many viewers right off the bat, but hold on. Little Bob just joined and said, I'm really enjoying your content right now. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna A, acknowledge Little Bob, or B, ignore Little Bob and focus on the gameplay? If you chose B, go ahead and click off the video for me, baby. Streaming is not for you. Let's pick another thing, okay? Engaging with your audience is the key to growth. You want to make sure you're giving everyone that fun, energetic experience. You want them to keep coming back to your channel like, hey, I like this person. Now there's different ways when it comes to acknowledging people. Like I said, the key word was energetic. Give them that energetic experience. Let's not keep it dry. For example, I think you're an amazing streamer and I think I want to come back more. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Lil Bob. If I was Little Bob, you would never see me again. Maybe try this. I think you're an amazing streamer. Thank you, Lil Bob. I appreciate that so much. I hope you come back to the channel and see me play some more. I stream every day on da-da-da-da-da. Also, if you want to keep up with my schedule or anything else when I go live, be sure to join the Discord. Discord? What is Discord? That takes me to my next point. Create a Discord so that when more people like Little Bob come in and they want to get to know more about you further than what you give them on live, they can join your Discord, and that's how you start building your community. Now we want to focus more on growing your stream and marketing yourself. Marketing yourself is so simple. Whenever you go live, post it on all of your social medias. You can post it on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, AIM, whatever you use. Get your Twitch channel link and post that you are live, and people are gonna click. Now, as I mentioned earlier, not only is streaming fun, but you can also get a cute little bag from it if you do it right. Twitch offers two different programs. That is affiliate, which is the first level, and then partner, which is the second level. And you can get paid from both of those. In order to become an affiliate, all you have to do is reach 50 followers, stream for a total of 8 hours, average 3 viewers, and stream on 7 different days within a 30-day period. Affiliate is typically the easiest to achieve, once again, depending on your consistency. But partner, I don't want to talk about it. With the path to partner, you have to stream for 25 hours, which, you know, once again, if you're consistent, that's a piece of cake. You have to stream on 12 different days, but this is the hardest part. You have to average 75 plus viewers on at least 8 of those streams. And they do allow you to get raids that'll help count towards that, because before you had to strictly get those 75 plus on your own, and that is not easy. But with the help of networking, making good streamer friends, it's become a little bit more easier to achieve. But both of those are ways that you can start making money on Twitch. But mind you, Twitch does take 50% from the affiliate program, which means you're just splitting it 50-50. But with the partner program, you are getting a 75-25 split. So Twitch is only taking 25% of your earnings. But either way, you're still gonna be making some really good money. As long as you follow the steps above, you get people engaged, get an audience growing, build a community, they're going to want to support you. Let's talk a little bit about sponsorships. Now, this is something that is completely new to me as well. Sponsorships are definitely a great way to start getting paid on your streams, and you don't even have to be a huge creator to start. I do recommend for a lot of streamers to go to nstreamly.com. I will post the link below where you guys can check it out. All you have to do is sign up, link your Twitch channel, and they will reach out to you about sponsorships, or you can easily just check out the ones they have available as well. Next thing we need to discuss is avoiding common mistakes. These can turn your stream from really good to really bad. Now, like I mentioned, we all have to start somewhere. So, you know, not everyone's equipment quality, audio quality, camera quality is going to be top tier in the beginning, but you do want to make sure that you are setting a goal to improve your quality. You don't want to just be at a standstill for too long, because it's going to kind of get, I don't want to say, but boring to watch. Another thing is ignoring your audience. We already discussed this about Little Bob. Don't ignore Little Bob. If Little Bob is your only viewer in the channel, make sure you're still giving him such a fun experience to make him come back. The reason why you want to give Little Bob a great experience is because, say Little Bob is on another streamer's stream and they're like, hey, I really want to raid out to someone right now. And Little Bob is like, I know this streamer who's starting out, but they are so cool, they're so energetic, and their content is just so fun to watch. That streamer might raid out their, say, 50, 60 viewers to you. And that right there is going to bring in followers and help you grow your channel. Be kind to all the Little Bobs that come into your stream. Another common mistake too that discourages a lot of streamers is expecting growth too fast. Don't start streaming expecting 10 people to come watch. Don't even expect 3 people to come watch right off the bat, unless you're like telling your friends like, hey, come and watch my stream, then yeah. But as for strangers, you have to kind of give people time to find you. Twitch's algorithm is not the best, but at the end of the day, if you're consistent, people are gonna find you. They're gonna find you. You just need to stay focused, and all good things are gonna come your way. When I first started streaming, I was only streaming to 1 person for like my first 5 streams. And then it eventually grew to 3 people. And then over time, it grew to more people just because of my energy that I was giving off. People were telling other people about me and bringing in more people to my streams. Aside from that, those tips should help you get started on your journey. But always remember that everyone starts somewhere. Just click that go live button and start streaming. Don't be scared. Put yourself out there and do it. I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to comment below. If you guys need videos kind of explaining something further, also comment below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video so that we can get a whole bunch of other people who are a little hesitant on how to start streaming. We can get these tips out to them too. But thank you guys so much for watching my video. And also too, if you're a streamer, feel free to drop your Twitch name below in the chat and maybe we can start a follow train. But I love you guys and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.